Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Hello, hello. Can anyone hear me?
Tales of love.
Talking to the void. I have no idea what's happening. If I'm alive, if anyone's there. If the audio was fixed, I know nothing at all. Gonna wait till someone speaks. I was having such a good day as well. Bum bum. Okay, no. That sounds right. Sounds alright to me. I don't even know if anyone's here. Okay, that's good, DG. There's been a lot of faffing for the last 20 minutes. Oh, yeah, no, I've been on that for ages. This is for my third one. This one that you've seen probably for the last year is the first one I've been on. I started Save the Queen back in February 23? I've been having very bad luck on this bit and getting the ability the Time Worn artifacts. Anyway, as I had said beforehand, we met with a dude who 100-year-old Alafel. We helped him. He died. And now we're doing more for them. Well, their apprentice? Yeah, I'm gonna go with apprentice. Ooh. Da. Oh, even further actually. This katana is also is my second one from the Save the Queen one. Yours is burning. It's only been 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now when it's done. Okay, guys, if you cannot function without me taking a 2-week holiday, then frankly the world is already doomed. Indeed, Koji Fox is a menace. Ah, Frelina, you come at a good time. I made a remarkable discovery, which I would share with you. After Master Q passed away, I went to his cell in the Marasia pit in the cell in which he spent 100 years locked away. I dialed my master, and the guilt gnaws in my conscience. In order to atone, I decided to preserve the fruits of his research for future generations. As I went about sorting through his personal effects, I found the most precarious slip of parchment with bearable jumble of glyphs and sigils, which I instantly recognized to be a cipher. When I removed the cipher to reveal the words hidden, I could scarce believe my eyes. It described the whereabouts of 2 ancient tomes, the Mooks and Dal Thal. The tomes are said to contain the secrets of forbidden spells, and their existence has been hidden from even the Thaumaturge's guild. Master Q entrusted you with his legacy, Relina. He wants the tomes to be in your keeping. The first tome is said to be at Now's Reflection, in southern Thailand. Come, let's make haste and retrieve it. Southern Thailand. Fly no higher. Well, look at me flying higher. Did you miss your pipe organs? There are some fascinating skylines in this game. Being over dearish card. I found the first tome, Relina. The Mook of Nald. They not a furlong from where the parchment said a boat would be. But gods, I cannot stop trembling. My blood runs cold. Imagine the havoc that could be wreaked through the knowledge within. Such power must be safeguarded lest it fall into the wrong hands. Let us make haste to retrieve his twin, the Book of Thal. It should be at Thal's respite. Kind of amusing that this quest is all about black books. That's what I spent most of the day working on. Why am I flying? It's all the way up there. Oh, at this point, might as well save the guild. Hey, Darth. No, I'm working on Black Books, as in I'm working on Black Books with the D&D party found a couple weeks ago in Runestable. Literal Black Books. How you doing, Darth? It has been a hot minute. Oh, that's right. I'll watch that tomorrow. Or might save it on Saturday. Just attach it to all the wrestling, that would be good watching. And you're not really late. There was 20 minutes of us trying to figure out a broken, Relina, the unthinkable has happened. The chest is empty. The Book of Thou is gone. Who could have taken it? Who else could have known? Gods, Evertome's secret were to be used for evil. This is an absolute disaster. And my words don't end there. Should have thought my Charger's Guild somehow learn of the tome's existence. They'll stop at nothing to seal them away. I cannot be born. Master Q spent his lifetime restoring the knowledge of black magic to the world. We cannot suffer any part of it to be lost. At any rate, there's nothing more to be done here. Let us return to the Sacrium and reassess the situation. There's nothing left for me here. Can you guys hear that? I'm sorry, Dee. You had to see me lose composure earlier, Alina. As I made my way back, I pondered the situation. I found the chest that was covered in a century's worth of dust. Some of that dust had been locked loose by praying hands, and nothing is settled in its place. Unless that can be inferred that the tome was secret that was taken away recently. No, the hammering. The dead mouse I know you can hear. Now the tome we were able to retrieve, the Book of Neld is enciphered by an enchantment. I think it's safe to assume that its twin benefits from like protection. Such a protection will not be easily circumvented. It'll take the thief time enough I hope for us to track him down, retrieve the tome and avert disaster. Enough talk. I shall make some discreet inquiries into the missing tome. Oh, and if you do not mind, I would like to hold on to the Book of Neld for the examination. In the meantime, I suggest you continue your training in the dark arts. We may need your skills ere long. Then I apologize, Darth. Ah, Merlina, you have come at the most opportune time. There's a task I would have you perform. In my search for the Book of Thal, I have drawn upon my resources in the trading spheres. The tome has not appeared on the black market, nor has it found its way to a private collection. This tells us the thief has made no effort to sell it. If we consider, then, the fact that he was able to open a magically sealed chest, we may safely assume that the suspect is a mage, as the intent of the tome is personal. However, this individual came to know the existence of black magic. It seems plain he seeks to unlock the tome's secrets. To what end is too early to say. At the very least, we know we now have a lead. There's scarce few that share our knowledge of black magic. Your 3 beastmen friends were present when Master Q rendered up his last breath. Maybe the thief's identity is known to one of them. Begin your inquiries at Burgeoning Falls for the Kazaka and had any suspicious visitors late. That's right, the Black Mage quest is different in this sense. Beast friends, assemble! So how is everyone tonight? Good. Merlina, I am glad to see you again, my friend. What brings you here this day? As such tomes should exist. To answer your question, I have been visited by a suspicious man, and very recently. The visitor fails to capture the nature of our meeting. Not a bell ago, a rogue man appeared before me. Join me, he said, and together we shall master the dark arts. A dubious offer, which I naturally declined. But no sooner had the words left my mouth than he unleashed a barrage of spells at me. Well, I can scarce believe it. I swear the power he wielded was black magic. I warded off his attacks and countered with spells of my own, and I swiftly turned tail. All this happened from a short while ago. We cannot go far since then. If you mean to confront him, you would do well to exercise caution. Though he alone approached me, I felt the presence of others. I trained from doing nothing because I'm one of those weirdos who feels. Fair enough. What do you want? Wait. This aura. Yes, there is no mistake. You are a black mage, and you will lead me to him. Now, speak, or I'll make you wish you had. Me? A black mage? How utterly ridiculous. Perhaps you're not one of them after all. I fear there has been misunderstanding. I am not the villain who attacked the Amoya, nor does it appear you are in league with him. I see you're disinclined to believe me. Well, the truth of my words is easily verified. Let us go to Burgundy Falls and see your friend together. Or we shall have words with him at any rate. There is a misunderstanding I wish to clear up. We meet for our first time, and that fact alone can suffice to settle the matter. But for the sake of formality, pray answer this question. Am I the man who attacked you? your scant resemblance to the villain. None of the matters behind us, allow me to introduce myself. I am Hero Zainal of the Conjurers Guild in Gridania. The Sincere Council was sent to me to find a man who wields black magic, the forbidden art of destruction. His trial led me to this area where I got a chance to witness him attacking your Ramiel friend. Alas, the villain beat a hasty retreat, and I lost sight of him in the confusion. You approached me shortly thereafter. You may not be connected to the man I seek, but you are a practitioner of the dark arts nonetheless. The aura is telltale. So don't you think to deny it. You must answer to justice. Oh. Oh. The books of Nalthal. Nature preserve. I was not aware of such terrible tomes existed. This woman, Lalai, she may now know something useful. I'll pay her a visit, and I expect you to be there as well. I take it you have continued searching for the mystery of black magic. Though I doubt his skills are matched to yours, he has proven himself unpredictable and dangerous both. Be sure to keep your wits about you. I shall go to Daza and Dozo Moloch and appraise all the situation. For now, you do well to return to Lalai. Catman, I have at least 3 pads on speed dial. Cease this nonsense or your ankles are broken. 4! I have 4 pads on speed dial. You think? So, a member of the Conjuring Guild would have heard about the first non-Pagel white mage in thousands of years. Hey, Naud, Zal. There it is. Hello. Thank Thalia returned. This man, whom I've never seen before, charged up here and started berating me for meddling with forbidden arts. He has the nerve to call me a fool. Thrice! Aye, and I will say it again. You are a fool. But the worst fool of all was your Master Q. It was because of him that these miscreants are running rampant. Let me start again. I know about the Book of Thal. I know the people who took it. They call themselves the Defiant. And their sole obscure objective is to master the art of destruction. The man I've been tasked with finding is their leader. Well, Dave is his name, and he used to be a conjurer still gained fame. The man harbored a deep hunger for power. The power over those he had sworn to protect. In order to satisfy this craving, he began dabbling in the dark arts. Before long, however, his doing was made well known to the guild, who summarily banished him. And as he left, he declared that one day he will show the world the true power of black magic. For years, we thought not well, Dave. Some of us dared to hope that his words were but wind. Alas, he has returned, and this country will only mean one thing. His rage good gold. Gods preserve! Are you certain of this? That his wild Dave has taken the tome? I am afraid so. There's no coincidence that the tome went missing at the same junction that man reappeared. Even now, he continues instructing his minions in black magic. And every day that passes sees the cult grow into a bigger threat. If we're moved against them, we must do so now. would assume that we were dealing with a low mage. That was an entire cult, as you say. Maybe I have to need to reconsider my plans. Melina, when you went about your investigation, I succeeded in deciphering a new spell in the Book of Nald. It should prove useful in the battles to come. I shall teach it to you forthwith. What? You mean to fight destruction with more destruction? This can only end in tragedy, I tell you. Listen to me, hero. While Dave and his cult may be a menace to this realm, but Melina is nothing like them. Master Hugh himself entrusted her with his legacy. She will not misuse her power and cause carnage. On that you have my word. I cannot believe what I'm hearing. Were the situation not so dire, would bring you to justice without a moment's hesitation. Fortunately for you, a greater threat looms over us all, and we must cooperate if disasters to be averted. Your connection have proven useful before, and that they may do so again. If you learn aught through them, I will thank you to send me word, but know that I will not tolerate any interference in my investigation. Cast one urge ignorant and stubborn old idiot. I think we must cooperate with him. Heed not the mutterings of that stuck-up lout. We shall prepare for the gathering storm in our own way. Now where were we? Ah, yes, the new spell. Ley Lines it is called, and it will be a potent addition to your arsenal. While you go about mastering, I will make further inquiries in the situation at hand. If there's any developments, you will be the first to know. Insert Black Mage Kaiba Ley Lines meme here. It's a cunning plan, me lord. Melina, I have a letter from the 269th Order Medicine Daza. The Migos reach extends further than I realized. But the Daza will contact us suggests that something is very much amiss. I wait to Bronze Lake, it says, and no more than that. Though perhaps some particular layers brevity suggests a sense of urgency. Please hurry to Bronze Lake and investigate the situation. I shall inform now of this development. Though I doubt the fool can render much assistance. I give my word that we will cooperate. That'd be... Nope! I genuinely reiterate, I'm in the wrong lake. That's right. That's right. Bronze Lake's and Limsa. It's the kobolds. Right. I'm glad to see you. Pleased, happy, glad. Kazakai has told me what happened. This is grim news. Yes, grim news indeed. The man, Kazakai, approached me too. Spoke of the defiant. Said he wanted my knowledge, wisdom, insight, knowledge. I told him I needed to think, consider, ponder, think. I told him to return later. When he returns, we shall ambush him. Yes, sound plan, I think. I told him to meet me northeast of Bronze Lake. I shall approach as normal, as bait. Melina, you lie in wait. Ambush, hiding, wait. I'm the leader of the Defiant. My name is Waldev, and you are descended from the First Order Patriarch Dagu, yes? Dagu was my ancestor, progenitor, forebear, ancestor. You know him? I've had opportunity to pursue a fascinating tome left by Q. In it, Dagu is mentioned as a confidant who assisted the Master in his studies of the dark arts. It also says that Q intended to entrust the secrets of his research to those same confidants. I fully expect you to tell me about all of these secrets. There you are wrong, mistaken, incorrect, wrong. I shall reveal nothing to the likes of you. Like, I like the color, it's just, it's like, awful. I'm a busy man, Dazu. I have few support, right? I simply don't have time for you. Wait, where are you going? You have made a powerful ally. But as an enemy, you cannot be suffered to live. I know everything he knows. Then kill him. Seriously, nothing wrong. Don't have a problem with the pink or purple. Just, dear God, that hat. Hello. I believe you're attacking my kobold. That will not do. Thank you, Relina. Those Defiant didn't stand a chance. No, a chance. Chance at all. But well, they've got away. Fled, escaped, got away. Relina, now I have relayed to me what happened. These men were ready to Defiant measures. You fool! You killed every last one of them! How do you intend for us to question them now? I knew this would happen. You black mages are quick to wield your destructive powers. But rarely do you consider the consequences. We must return to Lalai. Do not think that I'll forget about what you have done here. Were you not in full control of your powers? Did your magic run wild? Not contained the wild? Whatever the case, I do know that you saved me. Rescued, protected, saved. Thank you, Relina. I owe you my life. You should hurry to Oda. Much as you protected me from the Defiant, I should like me to benefit from protection from Mikote. Yes, hurry to Oda. Look, just because they couldn't take 2 spells. I barely got into my rotation there. I pushed 2 buttons. Like, sure, if I dropped the foul on them, then yeah, sure, you might have a case there, but I did the magical equivalent of breathing at them. I keep running into Snow White cosplayers recently. At later levels. You start off with ice to then launch into, well, the way I do it is Blizzard 3, Blizzard 4, Fire 3, Ley Lines, Fire 4, Fire 4, Fire 4, Fire 1 after a sharp cast into a Fire 3, then spam Fire 4, then I go back to Blizzard 3 and then I repeat. The reason I do it that way around is because the free fire cast as well as also going into it with Blizzard 4. So I got my Umbral Ice up. Umbral Hearts up even. Alina, Sally Nyes has been standing here simply fuming for quite some time now. What's transpired? So it's indeed Wildave that stole the Book of Thal, and he's been studying the magics inscribed within. I truly did not say a single Defiance of 5? Someone doubt that you're fully responsible for. I care not for your doubts. I suppose I told you not to interfere in my investigation. And nothing else, it shows the bloody outcome of the battle between opposing black mages. Fighting destructive power, more destructive power. There's such a thing that led to the War of Mage High. I'm sure I need to remind you of the outcome of that war. I strongly recommend you give some thought to how terrible a force you toy with. War of the Magi? I suppose I can't blame for seeing the perils. A war between forces commanding the unimaginable destructive magical power. The map magic is not purely to blame. It was a violent confluence of black and white magic that ultimately led to disaster. It brought about the Sixth Combo Calamity. It's only natural that the risk of a reoccurrence of these terrible would instill great fear. I know you would never been so reckless to allow something like that to happen. The problem lies not with black magic, but with the Defiant. I'm just inclined to play heed in Zainal's words when they encountered those of Dazan, who witnessed the battle firsthand. I find it hard to believe that you would lose control of your powers. There must be some other explanation for their deaths of these mages. It also seems that while Dave is gathering something will follow. To bear or oppose this growing menace, I shall teach you a new spell using the cipher from the Book of Nald. Remember, Relina, black magic is not a thing to be feared. As a true black mage, you have the power to control it. I believe in you. If I keep yapping by you know less guy, I'll show you the result of that. So, she is right to bring up that it was a battle between the black magic and white magic that caused the calamity. I should point out, and I do so because I am a white mage at heart. White magic was developed because the black mages were literally conquering the world in a very Garlean fashion. If the white mages did not oppose them, they would all have been enslaved. Do not let the black mages off with their crimes easily, just as the white mages should not be let off for theirs. Lena, I've received another letter. Danzia, please help. May hide in Alder Springs. Tell Relina. That's all it says. The handwriting is barely legible. It doubtless goes without saying, but Dozo Melok is in need of our help. I shall have to tell Zal now about this. Do not dwell on his previous outburst. I know you have full control of your powers. Here's an opportunity to show that man the true cunning and finesse that a black mage can bring to a fight. Enough talk. Hurry to Alder Springs and save Dozo Melok. Yes, I know, Blacksrock down. And I know you weren't DG. Oh no. Throw as much as you can at Catman. Catman is being incredibly unreasonable in this. I'm just also balancing the scales out here that Leli is doing a little bit of revisionism there. Anyway, before we do this, I'm going to my house real quick. So yeah, this is what I do typically do for my rotation. Blizzard 3. Blizzard 4. Fire 3. Lines. I do it this way around because the Uncle Hearts that you get more. Oh fuck! I forgot it. I forgot a step and all that as well. So let's try again. 1, 4, 3. Nope. It's all about me getting the big damage spells out fast as much as I can. Just thought we'd give an example of how it works, because we're not going to get one in any of these fights. So it's not a matter of I'm reloading in my rotation, I'm actively loading. I think a better way of putting it is when Relina's a black mage, she doesn't carry her gun prepared. Thank you, Relina. Saved Dozzle's life, you have. Kazakai tried to warn Dozzle. Dozzle panicked. Tried to flee, but get caught. Dozzle did. Squawk! Somehow they knew that Dozzle was exiled from tribe. These mages did, so into forest they chased Dozzle. Squawk! Finally, it's around Dozzle. Offered friendship at first, but rejected. Dozzle did. They did said if Dozzle was not friend, then Dozzle enemy. But they saved Dozzle. You did. Many thanks. God, that was too late again! You already cut your swath of reckless destruction. What do you plan to achieve? How many more lives must you end before you realize how fruitless this is? Wait, these wounds. They don't like anything I've seen. It was like they were incinerate from the inside. Relina was perhaps not your all? What does this man speak? Pursued Dozzle for a long time, these men did. Tried to kill Dozzle. Explain, who are they? What do they want? Dozzle understand? No. Read the book of how they did. Learned a mother of Dozzle's learned of her secrets. Dozzle's secrets made clear. Their pursuit is. But these wounds, perhaps Dozzle is an explanation. These men did not have the gem of Shatato. Dozzle think that's why they died. Gem of Shatato? What are you talking about? Gem is the proof of that Relina is true black mage. Gem brings a magical power. Without the gem of Shatato, impossible to control. The most powerful black magic is. Lost control these mages did. Aether within their own bodies ignited, burned alive from the inside. Painful way to die, it is. So these devised mages fell victim to their own arrogance, using dark magics that far outstripped their ability to control them. Serena isn't at fault. The answer you seek, Dozo hopes you find, but Dozo cannot stay here. Dozo must leave. Thank you, Relina. Dozo owes you a debt of life. One day, Dozo will reply. You know, Zhao, we are right next to Gridania. So these men were not slain by your hand, but by the use of their own powers they couldn't control. Please understand that the fact that you can't control your powers is nothing to resolve the issue at hand. You should return to Lai and explain what happened to her. Please accept my apologies for my earlier accusations. Oh, hello. You're one of the good dark mages. Relina, was Dozo Melik unarmed? I see. Well, nothing else, it seems that Zai nearly no longer doubts your innocence. But the fire were emanated from within? Dozo Melik conjecture is accurate. The cult situation becomes quite clear. I hardly need to explain that to you, do I? I still can't condone Zai Nilai's attitude. I have struggled seasonally through my studies of the dark arts myself with the little power I have. Perhaps none can understand the Defiance motivations better than I. The Defiance numbers cannot continue to grow indefinitely. They have difficulty swelling the ranks when they cannot use their powers without the risk of horrifying death by immolation. Thus they strive for control over the dark arts. Showing themselves only out to our basement friends in the hopes that you might reveal the secrets of controlling these magics. Fortunately, we have prevented them from learning anything. With these avenues now lost to them, well, they must realize they're running out of options. Though we may lack leads from where to track down the Defiant, their position becomes weaker the longer they wait. They will soon be forced to take action. There's no need to rush. We simply need to wait out our enemy. Lena, I've received word from Jean Nathan. He wants to speak with us. Apparently he secured lodgings in the Hourglass and is weighing us in the quicksand. We must head there now. What do you want? Okay, I was just making sure. I'm terrible getting around to all that. Even still. Thank you for coming so quickly, Relina. I have something to ask of you. Some time ago, the Conjurers Guild contacted the various cities of the realm and gained assistance in the search for and capture the Moldave. It seems that it's finally paid off. We just received a message from the Temple Knight's Vision Guard. The Defiant have been sighted at the Holy See. The Cutters be trying to garner popular support there. They've been offering what they claim is the power to defeat Dravinians to anyone who will listen. While Ishgard has opened its borders, it is no longer difficult to travel to the Holy See. However, I still know next to nothing of the other lands. Please, Rena, let me assist your assistance in tracking down this evil cult and bring them justice. Shall I? Yeah, made no effort to conceal and disapproval of we black mages and our ways. Are we to understand you have now come to accept us? That I have. The Temple Knights who provide this intelligence are stationed at Ark of Worthy within the city of Ishgard. They'll be waiting for us there. Or so I would like to believe that he has change of heart. Men are not one to change so simply. One does not live one's whole life hating black magic, only to change one's mind over the exoneration of a single mage. I know not what this man is plotting, but I suggest you keep a close eye on him. You must be the investigators from Gridania. It's about time. Someone needs to do something with this blasphemous cult. They're ranting on and on to anyone who would listen, offering the power to defeat the Dravinians. We as Guardians have our own way of fighting. We told them to bid as much quite plainly. There made no difference. They continued to proselytizing. Obviously, such blasphemy could not be allowed to stand. We Temple Knights made our move, but they managed to get away. They hardly mattered to us at the time. They were no longer spreading their lives here, but they recently reappeared, this time under conviction in the Western Highlands. Most convictors would do anything to earn honor and glory through the slaying of a powerful dragon. They are young and full of spirit, and naive. I fear that some among them may be deceived, seduced by promises of easy power. Gullible fools. Well, our destination is clear. To the common victory. Let's just vibe with the Ishgard background for a little bit. Proselytizing. Thank you, DG. Deej. So I have been thinking. It was quite a painful process. But it's a good thing to do for a change. when we finish up with the Black Mage, we will move on to the Bard. And depending on how I feel after the Bard, I might... Yes, it was. Don't worry about it. After we've done the Bard quests, we're going to resume the plot and make our way to Endwalker. There's no sign of the find here. We should split up and question the soldiers. So, if we continue at this pace, we should be starting Endwalker in the start of May. We're going on about the fight too. Well, spent a while shouting about them now that they share the ultimate power with who they join them. Then they left. Apparently they set up camp for near the Swift River. What's the story with that law anyway? Some Makoti chap was asking the same thing a few minutes ago. I don't know why I told you and he ran off in a hurry. Those crazy mages? I've spent years studying their art of dragon slaying. Don't need some magical help from weird outsiders. I'll make sure I tell them as much. I think I know what you're talking about. I told them I wasn't interested. Ancient spells are no match for a good spear on your side. Mages are never appreciated by marshals. And marshals are never appreciated by mages. Endless cycle, that. Endless cycle. They're inside there. There you are. Crap! Oh, position, give me a moment. Gem more of them. Beware the void set. Excuse me. must be thinking. And she is your help only to run off on my own. But you know what happens when you get involved? You saw it happen just now. There's no chance but to fight back again with all your strength. And when they do, they lose control of their power, then they burn. Nobody deserves to die like that. So why did I confront them alone? I am a fool. My healing magic is unmatched for the destructive power they wield. You're right. What did I expect to achieve challenging them without any help at all? How we fought together, things would have turned out differently. You taking the mages down in a flash of black magic, me nullifying their every attack with my healing spells. I truly was a fool to assume all black magic was evil. I should have seen that such power could be harnessed safely, just as it is by you. I apologize, we lost our only lead, and this time it's clearly my fault. Please pass on my apologies to Lilai. My actions are befitting of a representative of the CTR Council. I should take my leave. I need to reflect on my actions. As a conjurer in the CTR Council, he has even less reason not to know who the fuck I am. Alright, where are we heading? All the way back home. You're back from Mishgard. What will I now lie? I see. And nothing else, you have stopped more cruel souls from joining them, that cursed cult. I can open the down that house, see it that way. The fact that the Defiant would travel so as far as Ishgard in an attempt to recruit new members speaks volumes how desperate they grow. Ah, Relina, I almost forgot. I was able to decipher the final remaining spells from the Book of Nald. Though you might not welcome an ice magic after the frigid winds of Corthus, I'm certain you'll find this a friendly, powerful addition to your repertoire. I doubt the Defiant can hold much longer. They'll be forced to use everything they have in the next fight. They cannot risk being drawn into the protective war of attrition. Should we defeat them, we can finally recover the Book of Thal and recover the magic within. Relina, your timing is impeccable. Just moments ago, Zana approached me. He ran out to me, all fuss and flurry, and told me that he had found the Defiant's base of operations. He then departed before I can respond. Since he is headed to the base himself, the Defiant's forces may well be weakened, it's all reckless to approach them alone. As always, learned nothing from the incident at Ishgard. We should waste no time in traveling to the Defiant's den. Before we left, John L. mentioned that was the burning wall. I shall meet there. That's Anolan. There she is, even. Janelle is nowhere to be seen. Various already fallen victim to Defiance destructive magics. No other choice to press on. As Janelle's intelligence was accurate, the wild Dave must be further down this road. Are you ready? Amusingly, Abby does have a dark, has a lot of fill out. Oh. What's the problem for you? Where you get trouble cast player? This is that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a surname. Well, Dave, give yourself up. Your followers lay defeated. You have nowhere left to run. Huh. There's no need for me to run. The summoning ritual is complete. All shall be concrete in the worship of my might. I might not be powerful enough to rule this world alone, but with this voice hand under my control, followers will flock from across the realm to kneel before me. The void gate is colossal. However could he meet the summon? Well, Dave, stop! Whatever comes to that portal, you'll never be able to control it. Bagast! I summon thee! Present thyself to be the bow to my will. Perhaps as you should run. Do you really think that the two of you can defeat me alone? They are not alone. The Revo ends here, Wild Dave. Child, where were you? Fool of a mage, you have lost the reason and shall be showed no mercy. Prepare yourself! Here we are, and at an end your scheme's ours. Melina, we are here to help, aid, assist, help. Melina, Lally, forgive my late arrival. I hope you're not too late to make a difference. No! You are inconsequential! Bagas, don't just stand there! Destroy them! No! No, not me! Them! No! A sorry end. Defeated by the very creature he summoned. Oh, come, there's no surprise. He was playing with the forces far beyond his control. We did discuss it later. First, let's deal with this void set. Cassie Stones get on me and cast Essena. I got this already. Even by heavens, where we have killed multiple primals by this point, as well as the Queen of Darkness. You could have arrived at a better time. We thought you were lost to us. Did you think I would rush in alone? What manner of fool do you take me for? To think that I would repeat such a grave error. Oh, he's not dead. For a moment there, I thought you might strike him. But why? You're responsible for a great many deaths, and I've been tasked with bringing you to justice. I need you alive so you can atone for your sins. Relina, Leilai, I owe you my thanks. First I must see to Waldaven's incarceration. But once that is done, I shall return to Sacrium and thank you properly. We too shall return to Melvin Sacrium. I need to miss something as rare as a thank you from Zal Nahal. But first you should speak with our beastmen companions. This is a valuable opportunity to rekindle our relations with them. It would be folly to waste it. To fight together again. It was a hard fight, but fun, enjoyable, satisfying, fun. Until we meet again, Relina. Oh, killed. Evil black mages are. Not here. Dozo is. Dozo dead is now with me. It is well the man was brought to justice. I harbor no regrets. Relina, my friend. Though we may be on different lands, we are bound. We share this cannot be broken. I hope we can meet again. You said you keep down talking black mage, you should be as good at dropping meteors. I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. Well, David's been placed under arrest and is waiting for sentencing by the Pagel. Relina, thank you for your help. The Book of Thal is amongst his belongings. I trust them to you. Are you sure? You made your views on black magic very clear. My recent pals have shown me that black magic itself is not evil. It needed only be used in the right way and pursue the right goals. You're showing yourself to be a noble mage of pure intentions. I trust you to use the knowledge within this book wisely. That being said, I am a conjurer. Were I to witness black magic used with ill intent, I would not hesitate to take action. If it were you, Leilai, I would hunt you down without mercy. Come now, Zahai. Can't we have any fun? We do well to not to forget that my older order still consider black magic forbidden. If there were more magi like you, this might become the first step towards a world in which both healing and destructive magics can meet on the battlefield. Not as enemies, but as allies. Sir? You mean like something that uses both black and white magic? Sort of like a mage in red. I'm wondering. I'm a red mage. What is that? It means I can cheat. A thought occurs to me. Give me a sec. Right. 13 weeks. 13 weeks. Chat, I have a question for you. And I hope we get some good answers here. "13 weeks is when Dawn Trail comes out. I've just done a bit of quick math in my head with everything that needs to happen for this. Endwalker is longer than every other expansion. The lead up into it is quite short. If we do the lead up into tonight, we will get there tonight. But Endwalker itself is 108 missions. And I can see some regions being a day upon it, a stream upon itself. That was the case when we were playing through it last year. Do you want to start Endwalker? Do you want to continue the Black Mage quest line tonight and do the last bit of the Shadowbringers one? Do you want me to knock the Bard one out now? Or do you want to start walking? Making the choice here, guys. Hello, Blue Mages! I am the Red Mage. I will not. I know I do not tower above you, but your power is redonkulous. What's chat thinking? Finish up stick on plan, or see if we can try and coincide with Endwalk with the Dawn Trail. Because we have this, we have all this, we have this, we have this, and of course we have this. So finish up, okay, so finish up the Black Mages tonight and then, okay, that's a fair way of doing it, Ori. You don't carry away, Deej. Darth, are you about? You have an opinion on any of this? You're not gonna let me do this from here, are you? Okay, this is the way we're going to do it then. Oh, hey, you did! That was nice of you. Ah, Relina, I'm glad you were here. I will consult with you about a matter that has been gnawing away at my mind. There's no small part of your efforts that now thou have at long has been reunited in these halls. The long-lost secrets were just waiting to be unearthed. Though I have scarcely begun poring over the tomes, I've already made the most remarkable discovery. Each of the twin tomes contain a cipher of sorts, the meaning of which can only be deciphered when the two are referenced in tandem. I will spare you the details of how I unraveled the message, though it truly was among my finer moments I dare so myself. Anyway, the words once decoded are most evident in the incantation, albeit one entirely unfamiliar to me. Beneath it was a writ of a simple directive. Heir to the dark arts, speak these words unto now's reflection, that memories long forgotten may stir anew. As to what precisely these words are referencing, your guess is as good as mine. Still, Master Q doubtless preserved the incantation and the accompanying message in his records for a reason. And we are not the heirs of the art of black magic. Then who is? So I trust you. I can expect to see it now's reflection, and to try to hurry, yes? I prefer not to delay any potential epoch-making discoveries any longer than necessary. Little amigo! Okay. And that's all you need to know. And when I give the sign, you are to chant the words precisely as I'm instructed. Understood? Now, Rolina. Traguna. Macoides. Tracorum status D. That light! You. Yes, you shall serve as the bringer of destruction. Answer my vessel. Ah yes, that one should suffice. What was the strange sensation? For a moment it was as if the great fire burned within me, and then... as if my very mind is being rent in two. And this voice... Well, it feels good to walk the earth for the first time in 2 millennia. Seems that it could prove themselves useful after all. If I hadn't kicked it, I'd find him and give up. Have a pat on the back. What are you gawking at? You're a black mage, are you not? Sure you're possessed of common sense to recognize the woman that stands before you. Or we need a hint. Some would call me Death's Handmaiden, but I have always found that particular epithet so needlessly morbid. Though mechanically speaking, I am but a manifestation of a memory. You may call me by my name. I use in life Shatato, at your service. But I jest. Of course, it's you who are mine. I must say, what is with it, black mage today in these unwieldy hats? Do they truly believe it makes them look more imposing? Or are they merely compensating for something? In either event, I have no need for such adornments. Now that's more like it. Alina, was it? Of course it was. Now that we're on this first name basis, you'll have to tell me all about yourself. So, let's skip that. Time is short, and to be quite honest, I don't particularly care. Anyway, as I might have mentioned, I am the true Shatato, as she who once lived, but rather a manifestation of her memory. My memory. Needless to say, that still makes me the most powerful sorceress currently existing in your world. You do well to remember that, if you ever have a mind to cross me. Well then, now that we've gone into the pleasantness out of the way, what do you say we have a little fun? Prepare to be blasted into a gazillion itty-bitty pieces. Come now. Must I spell everything out to you? I must know if you are sufficiently adept in the dark arts to help forestall my appointed doom. And this is by far the easiest way to do so. Not to mention, the most fun. Prepare for a world of pain. To be fair, Jeej, there's a lot of Lalafell possession in the storyline. Not half bad. That painfully dull expression of yours on your face had me worried. I suppose you'll do after all. Do? For what? Try to keep up, will you? I implore, repeating myself. Let me start at the beginning. 2,000 years ago, 2,300 years ago, the greatest mage our realm has ever known, that would be me, compiled the assortment of the most potent offensive incantations and evocations into the school known as black magic. You still seem puzzled. I also devised a spell that would allow my memory to one day return. My reasons were twofold. For one, I simply had to see for myself how the art of destruction would be handled down the eras after I had inevitably passed. For another, I knew that without my guidance, this realm would one day meet most certain. Oh, this won't do. I thought the girl was stronger than this, but these eyelids grow heavy and my conscience wanes. I suppose I just have to take a little nap. But remember this, my puppet distraction. You have an important role to play in the battle to come. A battle that will decide the fate of your very world. Till next I wake, shirk not your study of the art. Elena? Where are we? It's as if I just woke up in the strangest dream. I am every ill aches as if I were in respite were more exhausted than the fearsome battles. Did you perchance observe anything odd happening to me? Preposterous! Or so one must say. They had no reason to tell me falsehoods. I would certainly explain the curious symptoms I find myself experiencing. Shitato, the mother of our dark heart. She pursued the power of destruction and to beyond our limits. That could be conceived. Has a consciousness truly taken up residence in my own mind? There's no use. I call her, but she does not answer. Whether she slumbers or simply deigns not to answer, I cannot say. I fear I'm at a loss, something of a loss. Let's return to Sacrium and clear out heads. We have the answer we seek will yet reveal themselves to us. I'm afraid I'm no use. I have called on Shidato within my own mind time and time again. Why I'm met with only silence. If only Master were still here. Surely he could shed some light on the matter. After all, it was he that recorded the posterity the words we used to summon forth Shitato's memory. Wait, that's it! Master himself may not be here, but his writings may yet contain the answer to our queries. It was with this statue now that the memory slumbered. That does not strike me as a mere coincidence. I believe that settles it. I'll return to the tomes and see what knowledge can be gleaned. So we might prepare ourselves for whatever task awaits us. This holds for you as well, Relena. Whatever Shato's memory motives for returning to us, I cannot shake the feeling that ill happenings are afoot. I suggest you resume your studies with the utmost of urgency. I apologize, a lava fell everywhere. Not just because the tower has no point. Ah, Relina, good. For better or for worse, it would seem Shatato was still enjoying herself. A peaceful slumber. In the meantime, my study of the books of Nalthal has proven rather enlightening. In particular, I was surprised to learn that while the statue in Nal's reflection is a relatively recent construction, in historical terms, of course, the goblet it holds in his hands is quite ancient. It appeared that it was within this vessel that Mr. Shatato's soul was sealed away. Master's records goes on to state that the inner surface of the goblet is inscribed with a message in the glass of ancient Mach. It reads, yes, here it is. The power of destruction did no end, a beautiful star and peace doth reign near and far. Yet 23 centuries hence shall it come anew, and certain doom is to ensure. A prophecy of sorts, it would seem. It has been roughly 2,300 years since Shatato found the black magic, which means it is entirely possible she herself left the inscription. Whatever sort of doom could the prophecy be referring to? I fear it's all rather cryptic. Levi, and Relina as well. I'll speak with the both of you at once. Ahem. I would like nothing more than to catch up in old times. I have come bearing grave tidings. My friends, pray lend me your aid. Well, if it isn't our favourite goo-boo-headed hare, I would have thought that the seventh hell would freeze over before you cast your lot with purveyors of destruction. What have we done to deserve your honour of your grovelling? There's no time for jest, Levi. The situation is most dire. Why, a veritable horde of crazed golems have burst forth into the lost city, is wreaking havoc on the 12's redeemer as we speak. Whatever foul sorcery led them to abandon the order and run rampant, we cannot say. One thing is certain. If we do not deal with them, then do so swiftly, there's no telling what damage they might inflict upon our forest home. That does sound like a cause for concern. Very well, I suppose it would not kill us to put the Mara Shatato aside for the moment and... Wait, no! Ah! I say, how can that girl think straight with us? Godlessly foolish cat bringing her down. Or perhaps she can't, and that is why... But of course it all makes perfect sense. Oh, hello there. Did you miss me and my prodigious intellect? Of course you did. Now look, we haven't much time, so do try to keep pace. The surge of ether, just two... Or what are you? Yes, I'm sure there's so much you'd like to know. But well, get this. I've already heard all I need to know to the girl's ears. Waiting in the self-shroud, yes? Rampaging goals, was it? Indeed. I've tasked a whaler named Alphine with looking into the matter. With any luck, he has gleaned some knowledge which might avail us in plotting a suitable course of action. Alphine, self-shroud. Yes, I believe the great Shatato is all she needs. Well, come now. No need of standing there round gawping goo-boos when there's no work to be done, right? Right! Shatato? Lena, I'm most grateful for your aid. Do not get me wrong, but is there anything that you really like me keeping from me? Mark my words, I will hear of it in full when our task is done. Shroud. Well, the knives are one thing, it's the shinking you need to worry about. Generic memory passed down through all of those things. I forgot to put that back on after the storm yesterday. Oops. Welcome, friends. You come seeking naught and use the golems, yes? What do I have to give? If for not a single one of these creatures manifested itself before mine eyes. So you say, my good man, but is it possible that you do not see the trees for the forest? Something that which we seek is right before us. And we need only our tuner vision. Why, is it just me, or do I spy a number of curious stone structures peeking out from the bush? Yes, I have an inkling that our foe may be hiding in plain sight. But just now is only to distinguish living stone from the ordinary type. Well, I do believe the former would take far less kindly to being scorched with a burst of hellfire. So the plan is clear, yes? Let's get blasting. Yeah, pure Midlander, Ori. Which is what Marina is. Oh gee. I wonder. Ye cats that sought your elaborate ruse! Oh, yes, you're being judgy. Thank you, that's all I wanted. Does that mean there are going to be 2 Midlanders? There is the Alamegans, the other hero variant, are Highlanders, maybe rather. That was fun, wasn't it? Now, while I don't want to repeat myself, it seems I should make an exception for the slower members of our band. You have the privilege of standing before the Archmage Shatato, or rather, a memory of the same which has awakened after years of slumber to rescue your realm. Oh, a fate most dire. Slower? Lady Shatato? That is who you truly are. I cannot deny your arcane prowess. Yet there is much about this matter that I do not sit well with me. Pray explain yourself. Well, what is this dire fate which you speak? Oh dear, you really aren't that very smart. Very well, I shall begin from the very beginning. Dear me, did I almost rhyme? Who does that anyway? Anyway, the tale begins some 2 millennia ago, when the great civilization of Mark was still in its infancy. Our scholars ascertained that a mighty comet awash with unspeakable etherical energy was on a course to strike our fair homeland and reduce it to much rubble. And so I thought to rectify the situation and only way I knew how by blasting the foul rock out of the sky with the most powerful destructive magic our realm has ever seen. This, more than anything, was what spurred me the development the art of black magic as it is known today. And to say my plan was a remarkable success. A massive chunk of the comet was shattered, knocking it clear off its path and sending it spinning harmlessly into the heavens. The story, however, does not end there. Fragments of the meteor hurled to embed themselves in the earth. While small enough that their impact caused no significant damage, there remains beneath the surface brimming with etheric energies just waiting to be unearthed. Needless to say, these outwardly stones drew the attention of the mages far and wide, who sought to claim their power for their own. They are the stones that gave the golems their souls, by which many city-states flourished. And yet the stones held yet further secrets. When two of them were brought together, they were called to another, ether reacting to ether, to augment their mutual powers to still greater heights. Mind you, the power of mere fragments, even the heightened state, would be far too meagre to cause further concern. Our threat, however, still lingered. What if the comet, the mother stone as well, were to return? The circular sword would bring into shouting distance of our world once more. Would not its remains, its children, summon it hither in all its destructive glory? Preposterous! Does your vaunted black magic not knock the comet clear across the skies? Why is it something inconceivable that this new path will bring it back around in our direction? Inconceivable to feebler minds, mayhap, but not my own. In fact, I posit the comet is drawing nearer every moment, and it is for this very reason that the golems are now running amok. If left unattended, the implications for this would be calamitous indeed. Fortunately, you have an ally for the impending battle, a prodigy who foresaw the danger that was to come, and sent her memory into the future that she may return to save the day. Do you mean to say that you predicted the threat would come over 2,000 years ago, mind you, and to devise an incantation for the sole purpose of allowing you to return to us in our time of need? I do believe I've already said that precisely that. Of course, I did not do it entirely on my own. The spell which has been lost to history is crazy old Q had dug it up. We didn't require it for posterity. Dear little Lila and Relina also played their parts as well. Oh, how wonderful it is when one's followers, against their natural tendencies perhaps, manage to not make an utter mess of things. I must admit the whole story strikes me as a bit far-fetched. I mistrust neither your motives nor your skill, Lady Chatelasso. As a hero charged with protection of the woods, I cannot leave this matter to you alone. I will accompany you in whatever way I can. First, let us return to Ul'dah. I want to hear more of your plan you propose before we take action. Must you? Very well, just promise you will not get in our way. Now come along, my puppets. I have a round to save, and you're going to help me. Dear God, it's like having a tiny Sephiroth. Hear me, Cloud. Mini Roth. The hero assures me that there have been no golems uprisings elsewhere, and since he clearly is too thick to tell a convincing lie, I'm inclined to believe him. This means we have time to plan our attack. I do pride myself on my honesty, so I'll be honest with you when I say this. Your art, to put it kindly, not look fondly upon our day and age, and your story stretches the limit of believability. We cannot stave off this calamity alone, but our entities you might make out are not like to find a receptive audience. I, on the other hand, have friends in positions of some prominence. I shall reach out to them and see what aid they are willing to offer. Now, charming. He actually thinks he might prove himself useful. In your spare time, might not ask your astrologian friends if they have any recent calculations on the compass path. I have no reason to doubt their accuracy of my own, of course, but I was working off 2 millennia old data. As you wish. Forgive me for not being forward, but I might say I inquire into the well-being of our neutral friend Leili. She is still in there. Somewhere, yes. Oh, she most certainly is. Why not? The girl's conscience is just enjoyable, getting a short respite. Which reminds me, I really am due a nap myself. Be a dear and do try not let things go to hell in my absence, will you? Chitato, Mother your heart that brought the great floods upon us, has she truly returned to deliver us from doom? The proprietor of our esteemed tower has chosen me as her vessel in hopes of saving our world from a falling star. I can scarcely imagine a greater honor. Come, Rowena, we must put our minds together and figure out how we might do our bidding. Wait, Leili. If we take our reports at face value, Chitato has only the realm's best interests at heart. Yet I, for one, remain skeptical. Which is not to say that I doubt her intentions, of course. For that matter, and yet we speak of the founder of the very art we have, which gave rise to the way of the Magi, and the sixth humble calamity. Could it not be that even in seeking to save our realm, she is like as not to destroy it? Blasphemy! My Lady Chitato has long since passed away when the war broke out. Only a blind, blustering half-wit would even think to hold her responsible for. Do I put it that way? I understand this, and this is why I begrudge neither you nor her my aid. Such as a will protect the realm's peace, and at such time I intend to keep watch on her. Only can never be too wary after all. In any event, I will gather what knowledge I can of that threat we face. I would be most grateful if you could do the same. I suggest you that you're speaking with your beastmen allies. The truth has not yet already occurred to you, that is. Of the ideas, sorry. I swear, that man's head is me. Still, at least he's cooperating with us, which is progress of some sort. In any event, I will reach out to our beastmen friends. I encourage you to return to your steam in the meantime. One thing is clear. The task ahead of us will test us to our very limits. Rowena, I trust you have not been striking your studies. Mrs. Chitato expects much of us, and I would not disappoint her. For my own part, I have called out to her intently time and again, with my mind in hopes of conveying any and all knowledge that might avail in staving off the impending disaster. Though she does not respond, I have the distinct sensation that she is listening, some way or another. Doubtless she will return when she sees fit, but in the meantime, we can ill afford to bide our time. So I've taken Jai Niles' advice. I can see the smug grin on his face as I say that, and reached out to our friends. Not moments ago, a post-Mughal came by with a message from our friend Dazza of the 269 Thorner. As luck would have it, It seems he has knowledge that might serve us well. Direct reports of recent sightings of rampaging golems. I would ask you to go on ahead and see what he knows. I will call for the other holier than thou healer and join you shortly. Not that I am enamored by his company, far from it. His insights have proven to be not altogether useless on occasion. Hey, we're returning to Mordona. Melina, it's been eons, eras, ages, eons. I have heard that the spirit of the legendary Shatato comes lives again inside Layla. What could this wondrous tale possibly be true? It is indeed, friend Dazai. Just capricious type, though, and wakes only when she has a mind to. In fact, I have experienced some 700 times of this mutton head hero who still insists upon beyond all reason that I should be able to summon her at will. You do me to discredit, Leeli. I merely suggested that you were some means by which you could summon Shitato at your own convenience, rather than waiting for her to come forth on her own accord. Might serve us well in facing the dangers ahead. Summon her? You speak the illustrious of the art as if she were a mere serving girl. You will watch your tongue in the presence of your betters, now, lest. I mean, no disrespect, I do not deny the power of your art. Not the good I can do in the right hands. I am simply. Too stubborn and too stupid to fully accept it? Oh well, I suppose none of us are perfect. Myself excluded, of course. 2/6 Ninth Order members and as I presume. Tell me, you have all seen and heard about this rampaging golem? Ah, are my eyes to be believed? Trusted, sworn by, believed. Is this truly the great Shatato who stands before my eyes? Yes, it must be. I mean, but of course, my lady. Yes, Azab will tell you what all he knows. I saw a strange golem. Odd, curious, strange, wandering in a tangle. That is not all. It was no ordinary golem. No, but rather the same one I saw in a tomb handed down from the forebears. Dagu, a golem of ancient back. One of my own creations? Why, that's simply inconceivable. I designed them to be utterly rampage-proof. I left Croupiers instructed to ensure that my loyal apprentices and their apprentices and so forth would see that they stay that way. Mayhap your followers were not so diligent in carrying out your orders after your passing. We all know the chaos and destruction wreaked by Mac sorcerers during the War of Magi. Despite the pouring over old age documents on the upkeep of golems was not at least their concerns. Forgive me my doubts, Lady Shatato, but you seem quite partial to your creations and your countrymen. If we were to find ourselves locked in combat with the golem and Mac, do I have your assurance you will not hesitate to strike down our foe? You do not trust me. Trust us. Yes, I know. I'm not deaf to Leeli's ceaseless grumblings. So be it. You cannot help being simpleton no more than I can help being the greatest intellect of any era. That old Kahoot Q told me what became of Mac after my passing. He communed with me a century ago. You think I deny the senseless destruction caused by my descendants? With the art I myself wrought, no less? Of course not. For I, unlike some of my present companions, am not a bloody fool. But even a fool must understand that a tool is only as good as evil as she wields it. So answer me this. How can I possibly stand the game from standing idly by as my creatures wreak havoc on the realm I once called home? I will grant you there is some sense in what you say. In any event, we thank you for your assistance, Daza. We are assured that we shall say to the rogue golems before any harm befalls you or yours. To the tangle. Does that overdevour never lighten up? It must be so tiring living each day carrying a brain of solid stone. Burdensome, wearisome, tiring. You can say that again, my senile-abusing friend, Lena. You're the man better than I, and for that I pity you. Is there nothing we can do to buy ourselves a more respite from his inane quibbling? Whatever you do, you suppose is bothering his puny mind. Yes, I observed it as well. Smaller minds are quick to burden themselves with hand-wringing concerns for the well-being of others, as if it were not evident the girl is more than capable of taking care of herself. In any event, if he insists on tagging along with us, I suppose it would not hurt to win him over. If only so he does not foul things up at the worst possible time. Anyhow, I do believe we have some golems aspiring into oblivion. The tangle, was it? I'll see you there. And do not try to not get lost on the way. She does that to anyone even close to resembling Shitato should be doing it from halfway across Midgard. These lands were more dry and agreeable in my day, but I suppose much can be changed in 2 millennia, especially without me around to keep things in order. But this is no time to get caught up in nostalgia. We have golems to smash and search for. Not necessarily in that order, I suppose. Yes, I can sense particularly strong etheric coming around that direction. Our coming Shitato to ensure she remains focused on the task at hand. Might you survey the area south of here? These environs afford our foe no end of hiding spots, but I am ill inclined to walk into an ambush. If only this body were mine, I would have raised that oversized block of stone to the ground. I suppose I should thank you for coming to my aid. Had I lost consciousness in the midst of battle, I would certainly have done so for a poorly lie with me. No later shadow is I who owe you a debt of gratitude. Had you not drawn the creatures and take initial strike, I would surely have met my inglorious end. That is not the least of my failings. It is my fault and mine alone that we were caught unawares. Though it shames me to say, my eyes were on you the whole when they should have been on the globe. Who is a sorcerer who wields such frightful power? Is she mean to save our realm, or will she destroy it? These thoughts continue to haunt me, but no more. Seeing you risk your life for me, a humble hero you have only just met, I say there's no reservation. You are a paragon of virtue, a model to all mages, white or black. Why do I can't believe those who are the most intelligent words I've heard you utter yet? Keep talking like that and I might yet learn to tolerate your presence. Maybe you think that means I'm going to give you your precious lady back. You best think again. We still have a falling star to fend off, do we not? My precious Leilai? I'm not the slightest idea what you might be implying. You wouldn't, would you? Was it not your grand dream to see the white and the black, the arts of healing and destruction united for the common good? So says Leilai, at the very least. Is the girl not an invaluable piece of the future you would realize? This is all well and true, but invaluable and precious are different connotations. Mayhap not in your time, but the meaning of words evolve over time, you see, and... What am I saying? Of course Leilai is a friend of the ally, but the same could be said of Lena here, and... Well, maybe it's just not to say I do not want to see her again, of course, it's only that... Oh, never mind. At any rate, I do believe we've all can do here. Mrs. Tachi, please forgive me for having indulged you. Henceforth, I promise you that I will aid you in whatever way I can. And with that, I do believe I must be off somewhere. One last thing, if I may, Lady Tachi. While you're awake and speaking with us, what becomes of Leilai's consciousness? Let's say, is she still in there? Listening? What a curious question. She is slumbering in the recesses of her mind, much as I am when she is awake. But to answer your question, no, she is not listening. Though we do have some rather stimulating conversations from time to time. If you'd like, I can share the details. No, I mean... Never mind, I must really be getting off to... Right, that place I was going. Are all the men in this area so odd? Anyway, I feel my conscience beginning to wane. Leilai will be waking from slumber ere long. I will return to Ulda before she does. I suggest you do the same. Your friend has much she wishes to discuss with you. I will point out, Deej, she did that with help. As much as she is boasting her power, and she is a very powerful and capable woman, she's also very blatantly got an ego that would make Kaiba tell her to tone it down. And Vegeta, for that matter. Welcome back, Helena. As you might have surmised, it is I, Leilai. Mrs. Tachi has returned to response moments ago. Repose. Before drifting off to slumber, she imparted to me some details regarding what she sees as the next phase of our task, to which she would have us venture forth further afield to investigate any gold menaces that might be stirring a eyeshot. Speaking of menaces, whatever came to that stone-headed hero? I suppose it is too much to bother Mr. Tachi finally set his robes alight. He seems to have feelings for you. I will assume I misheard you, Rita. On the off chance I did not, pray inform the man that he had best not act upon these feelings in my direct presence. They still feel like scorching his precious flowing locks from his scalp. Anyhow, I trust you will keep me informed if our hero friend exhibits any more pertinent behavior. I will think of suitable retribution. And as he put him to sleep and hiding his glasses would send a clear message and be rather amusing no less. In any event, I shall return to my research, as should you. Chitato will doubtless skull upon us before long, and our powers must be primed for occasion. Marina? The moment you entered the room, I could feel the air crackling with etheric energy. Excellent. Your diligence and training will surely serve us well. And you come at a perfect time. Not moments ago before you arrived, Chitato's voice called out to me from the recess of my consciousness. She would have us to begin to lay the groundwork for the final stage of her plan. As she made it quite clear, we will require all the aid we can muster. I've taken the liberty of reaching out to our beastmen friends. They have been the Chinese resident of Burgundy Falls, where they await our arrival. Let's not keep them waiting. Chitato is a very powerful woman, and she is definitely not one to take lightly. By any stretch of the imagination. I will just... So, we have arrived at the falls. My friends, thank you for coming on such short notice. Mrs. Chitato would have you know that she is most grateful for your cooperation. In fact, I do believe she would rather speak to you directly. And the guys are here. I dare say it's time we got this proverbial show on the road. Hero, tell me what you made of yourself. Your swole since I last saw your vapid face. Hi, there's Chitato. According to my colleagues in the Eurasian Alliance, patrols have cited an increasing number of rampant golems afield. Fortunately, none of us pose a singular threat. At least none of yet. Which brings us to the matter of the comet. A colleague of mine at the observatory must confirm that it draws nearer with each passing hour. Well, there's no immediate danger of a collision if it stays on its present course. It's too close for comfort, yes. Fortunately, I, as was my wont, have a plan. Simply hope that you, my friends, are up to the task. If the hero speaks true, the golems have been causing trouble near the city-states have been more than bite. Found no great difficulty by middling soldiers from this. I assume that the gems set within them, their soul stones, have been small and meager power at best. Yet my theory holds true. A more sinister threat lurks in the realm's far reaches. Far from the parting eyes of Eorzeans and beastmen alike, this is where we must go. Perplexed also is found deeply perplexed. Be prone to do the work of people our goals created. Travel so far for their masters to be. These constructions have no reason. True is this thought. Well, I'll be a passerby auditorium. My fear your knowledge is lacking. My squawking friend, golems come in all shapes and forms. Not all are wrought by the hand of a moral creator. Only a gem of sufficient etheric power will attract all manner of matters. Plant, mineral, and animal alike. Spontaneous, animating, and giving rise to new life. But not to guide them, these foul golems roam and wander at will. Seasoned precedental specimens that pose a great danger. The larger the gem that serves as their soul, the greater the power, the greater the threat that the common draws nigh. Up here, our task is clear. Let's put and hunt down these abominations. I shall join that beast, my friends, and make for west. I shall lead the eastern arc reaches to two of you. I'm sure you'll be able to defend them for yourselves. There's one particular matter I would ask you to investigate. Friends of the Alliance conveyed to me a most curious report. Lady Shatato's words just now put me in a different light. Over in Kiribati, in the hamlet of Algana, villagers have claimed signs of them, in their words, trees that walk like men. These have gone out entirely uninvestigated, went off as delusions and fantasies of superstitious common folk. The Lady Shitato speaks true. Which I do. They are golems beyond the sunless shadow of a doubt. Worry not. Relina and I will uproot them and reduce every last leaf and strip of bark to smoldering ash. Won't we, Relina? I'll leave the particulars regarding the means of destruction to the experts. I have, however, procured a link pearl that we might bear recording or reference. Pray take it with you. And with that, I do believe we are as prepared as we can could hope to be. Let's be off, my friends. And remember, should not go amiss, I am but link pearl call away. What the face I'll allow pretentious buddling pets to talk to me even if I'm not 100 miles away? I better be either scoff at technological process. But some inventions could really have been done without. Okay. Kirabanya. Kirabanya. Interesting. Well, Mac was evolved into vermin-infested bog. Here, Banya's, if anything, like more lively than I remember. Not that I say much, of course. And look at me getting all nostalgic for no reason. After all, my body has long since returned to dust. And soon, even my memory will fade. But before that, we have a job to do, don't we? Like it says, no unusual etheric presence, yeah? So let's venture further afield. Come now, Relina. And this way we go. I'm upon any wood gums, Relina. As you can see, these two are the misfortune of coming upon the old me. This is not all I saw. This is the most remarkable and most horrifying sight. After I delivered a mortal wound to one of the creatures, I saw it extend a gnarled lemon. While the last ooze of his strength tried to rip the soul stone from his core's chest. Yes, I've seen these foul golems have no qualms about cannibalism. Which led me to quite quite a conclusion to it. Oh, father! Why could that afford our full one at this time like this? Yes, I have something to report. Make it quick. What? Yes, I advised to make it the street retreat. We'll do all the same. We will reevaluate our options in light of these most troubling developments. Very well. I'll join you in the auditorium shortly. Do gather all the information you can in your college before I arrive. Gods be good. I hear action proved himself useful. It would seem he came across his most scandalizing startling scene of the hinterlands. A mass influx of golems of all shapes and sizes are summoned from all reaches of the realm by some unholy force. I have my own theories of what this means, but I require more knowledge before applying our next step, and one thing I can say is that we should immediately begin preparing for the worst. In any event, we must move, and quickly. We return to Burgundy Falls and raise our beastmen of what we stand. I shall go ahead on to the observatory and see what knowledge the astrologians have gleaned, and join you as soon as I am able. Friends, comrades, brothers and sisters of the Black, we stand on the brink of disaster most dire. Even as we speak, our foe grows in number. Beings of sentient stone and wood gather, summoned by an unknown force and united for a common purpose. A purpose beyond our understanding. Beyond your understanding, perhaps, but not mine. The gods make for somehow. Here at Banya, I witnessed a most unsettling sight. A golem with an almost animal fury turned to his core's chest. Disturbed as it was all too clear what I was witnessing. The creature saw a stronger soulstone that might augment its strength and prolong its own existence. But the powers these creatures seek is not limited to that which can harvest their own kind. No, they are forever in search for a more potent etheric source, and they have finally found one. The astrologians at the observatory confirm my worst fears. The baleful star of our past slowly but exorbitant changes course, bringing it closer and closer to this star. As Lady Shatato says, the golems came out to it, beckoning it ever closer. According to our latest calculations, any further adjustments to his path, and will almost certain be to strike the Eorzea head on. These baleful creatures would climb to the highest peaks in the land and summon their mother stone to bring disaster to our realm. Inconceivable. And yet it is just so, my friend. As we destroy the lot of them, a collision is all but inevitable. Yeah, there's simply too many, even if we could, in our ranks. They will grow themselves under grip in no time. So we are done for, doomed, defeated, done for. Do not give up, my Finnae friend. Or do you forget that the most brilliant might ever walk the face of yours yet stands with you? Allow me to propose a foolproof plan, where you do absolutely nothing at all. For now, that is. We know the golems are beating on each other in pursuit of greater and greater power. So why not sit back and let the process of unnatural selection take its course, till we are left with but a single foe. What? Over your mind, Shatato is. Where did that happen? A creature untold power and Pusia's power. Oh, that golem would be quite so. Would be the mother of all automata. The golem equivalent of yours truly, if you will. And by definition, one of the most formidable foes the realm has ever seen. Fortunately, I do believe there is someone among us who might have set half a chance against such a monstrosity. Alina? Nay, Shisato insists that you are the key to the entire operation. I'm not inclined to doubt her. I would hear it from your own lips. You say with all certainty that you would emerge victorious over this hypothetical golem of mythical proportions. Well, it is Monday. Thank you, my friends. Your courage inspires me. Pray let me offer my strength, that together we may secure the future of our realm. I doubt Alina and I will have much need for your services. Don't feel free to tag along. It will be my honor. With that, I should take my leave. We must warn the people of nearby settlements to keep quiet north of the Great Peak. Yeah, we'd rather occasionally smash a goal or two of the journey. Color me impressed, Relina. Your friends are proving more reliable by the minute. And with that, I shall return to the Sacrium, for my grip on consciousness grows more tedious by the moment. Pray return when you can. Speak with Eli upon your awakening. What am I doing? Where are the steps and out? Melina, I've called out the Shitacho, but to no avail. No doubt she's in deep slumber, gathering her strength for the battle to come. She did, however, leave a message for you. Slack not in your training, my puppet of destruction, for your powers will be tested as never before. That is not ominous in the least now, is it? In any event, I trust you will be up to the task. Melina, I trust you have prepared yourself well. The full masters at Angst now our final competition is nigh. The hero and our Beastmen friends are en route to the Forelands as we speak, and I will join them with all haste. Come as soon as you are able. Shizato will be waiting for your arrival. Why, thank you so very much, Lili. what with my own corporeal form having long since faded, it's an honour and a pleasure to see my long legacy carried on by a woman, men, and beastmen after my own. Oops. Was I just speaking aloud? We can stop gawking any time now. Or have you forgotten that we have an army of power-hungry golems bent on destroying your realm to dispose of? Fortunately, I have formulated the perfect plan of attack. You three will see the stragglers still attempting to scale the mountain. I trust you can handle that much. And here, Willie and I will scale the summit where the oversized augmented Agomotarian golems will surely awaits us. If I may be so bold, Shirajo, I would overthrow a small amendment to this plan. Solmal, as you surely know, is a holy place the dragons are called in the land of home. I am ill-inclined to wage battle without first obtaining their blessing. The elder Seatsier has told me that the Rena has a friend among their kind. It would be best if she could counsel this beat-off Nealer before we proceed. Actually, should we go get Hraesvalgr to deal with the comet? I cannot believe I'm saying this, but that's hardly the worst idea I've heard today. After all, it could hardly hurt to add another power ally to our ranks. What are we waiting for then? Lead the way. Yeah, have Hraesvalgr go up and fight the comet whilst we deal with this one. Dragons are, after all, from space, so one can assume they can survive in space. No menace doth gather in our midst, trying to summon doom from the heavens down upon this realm. Such is thy plight. I too did sense the presence of an intruder in a sacred tomb. At first I was content to observe, but the danger hath grown too great. Warrior of warriors, if thou and thine would take up arms against our common foe, thou dost have my blessing. Well, that's a ringing endorsement if I've ever heard one. Yara, send word to their beastmen friends. We commence the operation at once. There's no time to lose, Relina. Let's make for the summit and dispose of the abomination that awaits us before the comet gets too close. Comfort. Oh, look at him. He wants headpats. Understood. Pray lead the rest of us. Shitato, my colleagues from the observatory will confirm your suspicion. On the current path, the falling star will wait so wide of us. Yet by the slimmest of margins, and yet by the great path shifts with every second, bringing us slowly but inexorably to the brink of calamity. Call it a hunch. I do believe this opposing fellow might be responsible. Well, I'm glad to see the obvious hasn't escaped you. At any rate, our chance is clear. We need to reduce him to dust before he can summon his dear mother any closer. Well, Raymond, are you ready to stand alongside the greatest mage to ever live in battle for the very future of your world? Look sharp. It's our time to shine. I think my problem is I've done Shadowbringers. Bitter is ours. Our prey does not come too late. Perhaps if you had some black magic in your repertoire. But it's no matter. I have the utmost faith for the Relina, and my efforts were not in vain. That light! The 12 of mercy! Here it comes and there it goes. With that, my friends, I do believe we've been spared a most crushing fate. Stand tall, Relina. You just saved the world. And I suppose I should thank you as well, Hiara, for doing a most remarkable job of not mucking everything up. And with that, I believe my work here is done. I'd love nothing more than to stay and savor our victory a little longer. All good things must come to an end. Don't look all sad now. We're such promising protégés to carry on my legacy. I can go to rest knowing that I did not mother the art of destruction in vain. You see now, art wielded for the greatest of good and the worst of evil. Having witnessed firsthand your prowess and the sheer strength of your resolve, I gladly leave the future of our art in your hands. Walk the path well, Relina, of the Black. Millennia from now, we have long stood under a dim memory. Those who follow in our footsteps may yet wield the Punisher's power against any who bring harm to our fair realm. Be proud, Relina. Having shared a mind with Mr. Shitato all this time, I can assure you that effusive praise does not come easily to her lips. I can still say scarcely believe she did me the honor of choosing my body as a vessel. Before meeting in the flesh, in a manner of speaking, I'd assumed Death's head and handmaiden was a little more than a witch, obsessed with fire and destruction. I see my impression may have been an error. May have been? Does your Prudence pig know and no end? As charming as ever, you see. I dare say you could learn a thing or two from your Earthman forebearer on how to treat a gentleman. How's that so? Elena, if you happen to see any gentlemen around here, these parts, do let me know. Anyway, we are done here. Let's leave this uncultured bird here to reflect for a bit on how to treat a lady. Okay, the chap. Oh, have I not seen chap for a bit? That would explain why it was quiet. I know that of our beastman friends saw the comet across the sky, but they are doubtless eager to prioritize our final battle. I just lose dumbly. Okay, back up. And down the hole. And now out this way. They come to scale the peak, but they came no more. Laid low by our magics, the heavens too were calm. I trust your battle, the great beast ended in victory. Just so, my friend. Not the boss, but even Lady Shitata was most impressed with our efforts. Is that not so, Relina? 3 cheers for Shitata! 3 cheers for Relina! 3 cheers for the art of destruction! Huzzah! 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 Far be it for me to rain on your parade, but let's not forget that the healer in your ranks played at least a small part in your victory. What? Happy day this is! I hope the share joins us brood, but his sister joins Dozzle will. You will visit Dozzle's again to share the miserable learnings, yes? Till then, friend. I too must take my leave. And know that even where we are apart, we always stood as one. Till next we meet, my friend. I too must return to Gridania to deliver my official report. This was his farewell, at least for now. Well, don't let us keep you, though. I was wondering if you might express my gratitude to your colleagues at the Observatorium. What about the Lady Shitato, that is? Leave that to me. I fear not all my friends are so open-minded. If they were to learn that every ally would be spent in practice of the Dark Arts, there's no telling what sort of twisted rumors they spread. Fear not, Leila. On my word that as a healer and healer, I'll do all I can to work towards a day where you and your fellows can stand proud and receive the credit for all the good you have done. I cannot bear to say this in his presence, but our hero friend has come quite far, would you say? I too would do everything in my power to make that day a reality. And with that, I do believe our job here is done. Shall I return to the Sakarium? Oh hey, they beat the Trask! Good going for them! Welcome back, Relina. Once again, I must express my gratitude for all you have done. As for me, well, my profound respect, you have mastered our art to a degree that few of us ever attained. No, not for me to dwell on such matters. I was just reflecting on the hero's words. Once again, the truth of the battle we waged will never be known to us but safe. Needless to say, we do not do what we do for our laser glory. We do it because it needs to be done. And to stay our own intellectual curiosity. It does not sit well with me. No, I cannot just turn a blind eye when the deeds of my friends and mentors are swallowed by history, never again to see the light. When a day will come that we can emerge from the shadows, I cannot say but for that day, and for the eyes of all who would follow in our footsteps, I put all I have seen to paper, as the Master Q once did. All we have ever learned of our realm and the arcane, of course. This is not all. I would write of the bravery of our beastmen friends, of a stubborn, self-important hero who, against all odds, proved himself a friend. Most of all, I would write of the illustrious founder of our glorious art, and the venture she would personally trust with carrying on her legacy. Why, I dare say that chapter will write itself. Alrighty then. And now the end is near, and so we face the final curtain. The first is at last safe from encroaching light, afforded you a reprieve to return to the source. In no doubt you meet with Leylai, who is happy to inform you that she has at last, long last, completed her written record of all the knowledge of the black magic she has gathered in the course of her adventures. However, the Order of Nalthal adamantly refuses to have such potentially dangerous knowledge within their archives. A home or a tome? Welcome back to these halls, Rowena the Black. I sense that the dark powers in you is ever burgeoning. Pray tell me, where have you been, your travels taking you since we last met? Either of these is actually good. A journey to another world, you say? Intriguing. Indeed, consider me impressed, and even a bit envious. How were you able to peer into the past of the Archmage Albert and form a bond across the ages with this young Fontaine? Or though the circumstances are entirely the same, I can't help but think back to my own encounter with the Great Shatato. Speaking of which, I too have been keeping myself occupied. Well, I have recorded every detail we had learned on our last adventure in writing, that I might preserve Shatato's knowledge for posterity, and avert any similar calamity that may have threatened future generations. Just the other day, I put finishing touches on the final chapter of the final volume, concluding with Shatato's departure. There is, however, one lingering... Oh, fancy that. I come to check up on Leylai here, and who do I find? Our old friend Valina. Well, if as everyone's favourite mutton-headed here, I need neither you nor your support nor your sympathy. I suppose you'll never be one to let that stop you. Come now, Leylai. Yourself mentioned that you were at a loss for what to do with your records you described, yes? I simply hope to inquire as to whether there have been any fruitful developments on that front. Huh. So you mean to throw salt in the wounds, yes? There'll be no developments, fruitful or otherwise. I consulted with my brothers and sisters of the Order of Nalthal, but to be the very last man, they refused to even entertain the thought. You consulted with... Do you mean to say they are still a member of the Order? Why, I'd always assumed you had been excommunicated for your pursuit of the dark arts. Excommunicated? So they're for the pursuit of knowledge? There's a thought. Though to be fair, they are more holier than thou types in the Order who share this Pagan's opinion. In spite of this, the fact remains that the Order sealed away countless tomes in their vaults when they forbid the art of black magic. Storing my own rights with them, I would argue, is the most logical option. But no, there are too bridges against yours truly to listen to the reason. Then again, perhaps if a Thaumaturge in good standing with the Order were to put in a good word on my behalf. You may indeed find a more sympathetic ear. What do you say, Rowena? Excellent! Then let's hurry to his story and see if we can convince that several stuffy Yuyak to see his good sense. They tried to. Until I told them they'd have to excommunicate this fish from the face. Moment, please, Rowena. To tell the truth, the question of where to store it is not the only matter that concerns me about Layla of late. Recently, I can't help but feel the etheric power within ours shifting, warping in ways I've not felt before. As for why this is, I cannot yet be sure. Until we discover more, pray look after her, will you? Connecting the chat. Chat is quite temperamental tonight, apparently. Relena, this is an unexpected surprise, but an entirely pleasant one. Though it's by no fault of your own. The animated gall of you, Leeli. She also believed that dragging poor Relena here, against her will, no doubt, would convince me to agree to house your shameful scribblings in our archives. I've said it once, I'll say it again. Until the day you renounce the depraved teachers of Q, you'll find no friends here. You'll see these books burn before I give them a home here. For our sake, and for your own. I swear, despite the pretentious monocle, you remained as blind as a bat to the big picture. Relena the Black, talk some sense in this overstuffed secretary. At the very least, one of us is here capable of communicating like an adult. I would grudgingly admit that there is one other who shares Leeli's sentiments. The fact is none other than our very own guildmaster, Mr. What was the name again? Kokobuki! Ha! That does not surprise me in the least. Come, Relena, let's present our case as someone wise enough to understand it. Behind screaming and stamping in the echoes of the chambers. Sister Leeli, was it? Yes, it's true. I found myself rather convinced that by the young lady's arguments. It's all been possible for us to prevent any of Udall from studying the dark arts. Why then not keep this dangerous knowledge close at hand? Or we keep an ever watchful eye on those who would pursue it. And yet I fear that my own view is not a popular one. My power and influence with the others is far from absolute. So I'd offer a proposal. Let us state our case directly to the head of the order, the Prioress Dweller herself, that she may pass judgment. You and Leeli shall argue in favour of accepting the thumbs, and those opponents shall argue against. Should all go well, the Prioress will agree to the proposal, and the thumbs will have a safe home. And yet, the plan is not without risk. Should your argument be less than convincing, there remains a chance that Dweller may expressly forbid any further research. Why, if she is in a particular foul mood, your very place in your order may suddenly become quite tenuous. As if there's any chance my words cannot be anything but persuasive, I accept. Pray summon the Prioress at your earliest convenience. Well, that settles it. We best hurry and prepare our argument. Oh, there. Our enemy's earshot, of course. Come with me, Relena. Wherever it avails you, I shall voice my opinion in favour. No doubt, pray, Yayek will take her place at the head of the position. Other matters, is Leeli quite overweight? I can't help but sense the ether within her swelling is a bit most unusual fashion. Yes, the black, right. Not of the red or the white. Yes, of the black. Yes.
This is our chance, Rolina. We simply must convince the priors at all costs. The future of our art depends on it. What is this curious sensation?
Eli, I knew something was amiss. The ether within you is transforming in a most unusual way.
I must admit, I have not felt quite myself lately. My head, it feels as heavy as stone.
No, this will not do. I'm afraid I must insist you submit to a full examination before the hearing commences. Levi! Levi, can you hear me? Someone fetch a hearer! Oh, wait. That's me! There is no time for panicking, my friend. We must carry it to precision with all speed. You want? I could be a white mage to help with this. No? Okay. I fear as I suspected. The etheric balance within her is broken down entirely, and unchecked energies are now eating away at her from within. I can only assume that playing host to Shitato's memories has put a terrible strain on her. One which she has yet to completely recover. You have seen that her mind and spirit are in mortal peril. I have never witnessed this degree of etheric imbalance before. I do not suppose you have. Actually... I may have a bit of experience in this matter. I see. I guess I can imagine all you've witnessed in your travels, but an imbalance of ether similar to that I have now as Leilai would appear to be behind the phenomena you describe. Now we can assume the memories of Shitato have taken residence in Leilai's corporeal form, stimulated the etheric flow, causing it to shift violently in an astral direction. In one sense of reason, we must restore balance by introducing counteracting Ambral aspect. But at 12, I think I got it. The process will not be quick nor easy. I suppose we have no choice but to ask Master Kabuki to delay the hearing.
Delay the hearing? If you lost your little wits you had, I would be out of court condition would all but seal your case against me. No, we must proceed as planned. Before our opponents are the wiser. Lena, here's my magnum opus. The first of all we went through together. I'll leave them in your capable hands. Go on ahead, and I will be along in due time.
Are you mad? You can't possibly mean to attain proceedings in your current condition.
Of course not. Fortunately, I just happen to know a healer who, despite being a sufferer stick in the mud, has proven himself more than capable in the healing arts.
Leilai. Very well, leave it to me. I'll see that you're back on your feet before the judgment is rendered. Until then, I suppose it's up to Rena here. Godspeed, my friend.
Best I can say, Ori? Panic. join the proceedings and touch late, you say? That is most unlike her, to say the least. Exactly, Darth! Exactly that! She's entrusted our records to you? Very well. With any luck, we will be able to use them to our advantage. Now allow me to see them. The priors will be here all too soon. He hasn't even the courtesy to arrive on time for the hearing she herself requested. I swear the woman's selfishness knows no bounds. I move our request is dismissed immediately. It is for her own good. Her own good? As I suspected, you speak of your own experience. Don't you, child? I recall that you too once took on an unpopular position in support of your erstwhile master of the money pool. One earned you the ire of your brothers and sisters. Yes, and what of it? I fought for the hopeless cause that in the end served only to isolate me from my peers. It's so wrong that I wish to save Leylai from a similar fate. She must abandon this farce at once and return to her rightful place in the Order. To this I cannot agree. In a short time these proceedings, I perceived what I could of these tomes, and the pages are written not only forbidden secrets of black magic, but because of astounding phenomena the likes of which I could scarcely imagine. Leylai conducted her research without the support or interference of the Order, and the fruits that research has borne cannot be denied. While our guild cannot support 1,000 others like her, I see little to gain from stifling one woman's passion and forcing her to work within such rigid rules. Rigid. And regulations. The merits of both the great arguments are not lost on me, and yet I must confess a degree of ignorance about the matter at hand. All know that black magic was forbidden and for its role in bringing disaster to our world. And you still practice this art? Tell me, adventurer, is this magic as calamitous as the rumors say? If I understand you correctly, you would argue that in the right hands, even the art of destruction might serve the greater good. And yet how are we to be certain that the Sister Leylai can be trusted with such potentially ruinous knowledge? My apologies, Prioress. By your leave, I would tell my tale. Black magic is an inherent dangerous art. This I cannot nor will not deny. Nor never would I suggest that even a single mage pursue this path without full knowledge of the perils that lie ahead. That is precisely why I recorded in painstaking detail not only the arcane knowledge I have gleaned, but every last one of the myriad phenomena, both wondrous and terrifying, I have experienced in this pursuit. Unbreakable bonds formed with beastmen we once thought were sworn enemies. Bodies and souls consumed by the pursuit of forbidden knowledge. An unspeakable calamity visiting upon a world after millennia. We must leave this knowledge to prosperity, that our sons and daughters do not repeat the mistakes of our past. Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. This is the crux of your argument, yes? Master Kokubuki, I hereby order you to establish a research organization under the auspice of your guild to further study the impact of black magic. I will also grant you permission to store aforementioned tomes in your archives, under the condition that Sister Leylai oversees them.
Understood. I will see that both the tomes and Leylai herself are safe at home within our halls.
I'm not entirely convinced that the guildmaster still won't accept responsibility. I have no reason to oppose. Prior Estrella, Master Kokubuki, I cannot thank you enough. Mark my words, you will not regret this decision. I will see to it that this knowledge is passed down as it should be, that the errors of our past will never be repeated. To think the day would come where our art would be recognized once more.
Well, I do believe the proceedings went about as well as could be expected. I suppose this means that Leylai is now under my supervision. Don't think you'll be getting free reign around here simply because I vouch for you, child. I expect regular reports and any and all your findings. Only through transparency will black magic ever be accepted by doubters and skeptics.
Understood. I shall begin to prepare my first report at once. And before that, there's another with whom I'd like to share these tidings. That is, by your leave, Guildmaster. I believe you know well whom I speak. He waits for us as Sakura.
I have said that so many different ways.
Come along, Relina. Sacrium.
Why didn't they just call it Sanctuary? I'm relieved to see the girl's etheric powers restored. As well as one of your companions who aided her in this, yes? Sanctuary, Sanctorum, Sacrium. Sacrium. It's probably a more technically correct term. I'm just not familiar with it. Anyway, that's why this guy's been here this entire time.
So you see, I simply thought that, well...
Whatever's the matter, Leylai. As your moment of triumph, I would expect you to be more... triumphant.
Of course I am. It's simply that, well... kind of like enough. I did not accomplish this on my own, so... Relina the Black, and you as well, Sa and Ally. You have my deepest gratitude.
Well, I dare say this has been a momentous day in more ways than one. Once again, Leylai, and congratulations, and you are most welcome. Now with that, I shall be on my way. When next we meet, I'll introduce my colleagues with still great fame. Now that you are no longer a pariah, I suppose they could not be averse to exchanging knowledge with you. Just when I was beginning to like that doll.
Anyway, though my official position may have changed, my position remains the same. I'll do all my power to preserve our art for future generations. Pray continue to lend me your aid. Relina the Black.
And with that, we have now done the entirety of the Thaumaturge and Black Mage story arc. Whew! Just oof! So much talking.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed. I am almost completely out of steam. Sadly. We need to work on that. Maybe I'm coming down with something. Or I just need to work on cardio. Join me next week when we begin to walk to the end of this tale. Or at the very least, this book 1 is what we're walking towards the end of. Whew. Let's go find a raid target, eh? And I have an idea of who. We are going to go and raid there it is. Tom Fox, who is currently playing Garterphone. Thank you so much for everyone who joined me with especially with the technical difficulties we began with. And I look forward to next time. Until then, cheery bye. Or cheery cheery. Cheery bye.